So I saw a house over the weekend. It was a one-family house in Irvington, New Jersey. I'm starting to like Irvington a little bit more because there's value there. Don't get me wrong. I love Newark, New Jersey. I love Oranges and some other parts of New Jersey as well. This house in particular was a fantastic house. Now, it didn't need a lot of work. The number one thing you got to do when looking for a house to renovate is that you don't want to do major construction work. So you don't want to do major plumbing. You don't want to do major electrical. You don't want to do major roofing. You really don't want a building that's wobbling or that's leaning because it's going to cost you a lot of time, money, and resources. And not only that, the bureaucracy of the government when you're trying to get permits passed through the city. We're talking architectural plans. We're talking all the inspections that has to be done at every step of the way for electrical and plumbing. It's annoying. Nonetheless, this house didn't need all of that, right? It needed minor renovations. Now, don't get me wrong. The minor renovations was pretty hefty, though. It needed a lot of interior work. The floors were good, I must say. I may still put new floors in there, but the floors were solid. The walls were solid. It needs a paint job. Easy to do. What else does it need? The garage in the back of the house needs to be cleaned. That's something that I can do. It needs to be painted. That's something that I can do. The concrete on the side of the house, there were some ridges there. I may have a cement guy come and, make it smooth and make sure the sidewalk where the driveway is at is really smooth. Now, one of the major things in this house that I saw was when I went into the basement. The basement, there's an oil tank there that's still in operations. So the owner of the house told me that they're spending $1,200 for the season for the oil to be supplied in this oil tank. Now, the oil tank is exposed. You can see the oil tank when you go inside the basement. Typically, some oil tanks are in the ground of the house. Sometimes they're in the back of the house or in the front of the house. The last house I bought, there was an oil tank there. I had the oil tank removed before I bought the house. Why? Because what happened is if that oil tank busts or something happened where there's a hole in it, oil will start to seep into the ground. And if it seeps into the ground, it causes more issues for yourself because you got to get a remediation team to come out and clean up the oil, which can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the spill. So you never really want to buy a house with an oil tank because it's just problematic. However, this oil tank, though,